didn't do
Speaking of jerking off in front of children, there's a documentary on HBO. And
this is terrible.
what's the name of this? What's his name? Woody Allen. Not Martin Scorsese. Woody Allen is a fucking weirdo. I didn't want to talk about this until the...
So we're slandering Pee Wee Herman, and we're really leveling the playing field for Woody Allen.
I didn't want to
Pee
talk
Wee Herman
about...
jerks off in front of kids. Woody Allen's a bit of a weirdo. Like,
I didn't want to talk about Woody Allen
kidding
until the finale, but it's the only way I could stop this conversation from happening.
Can we label this podcast?
you can also just edit out the whole conversation.
No, we're here. We're going to clip that whole thing. It's
can we label this
dance.
podcast LeBron versus Jordan?
So Woody Allen is a fucking weirdo. Did you guys know that he was touching one of the other kids and not just his current wife, Soon Yi? Do you know anything about this documentary? Me and Jake talked about it in the car because I didn't think we would talk about it right now, but we're here.
I don't, but...
Okay, so basically
I know
what
he's
happens...
a creep.
He's a creep because he married
I know
into
that.
a family full of children that are adopted by Mia Farrow, and then eventually got divorced with Mia Farrow and got married to one of his stepdaughters, or probably not in his mind, it wasn't one of his stepdaughters because he did everything in his power. I watched the documentary, so I'm just letting you know. And he basically did everything in his power to avoid being with children. Like
super fucking difficult, man.
What do you mean avoid? Did
okay,
everything
so
in his power?
What
the hell is that?
So
that's like, did you see Papa John say that he went
spent
through
20 months to try not say the N-word?
Yeah.
Not even to try to remove it from his vocabulary.
It's the same thing.
So I got to avoid children.
No, that's basically... So Mia Farrow's like, he was just not with the shits as far as like being with Mike. Like he didn't want to hang out with me and my kids. He didn't want any part of their lives. He didn't want anything like that. The only time he wanted to be a part of their lives was when
you wanted to marry them.
Well,
right. That's what I was thinking.
So she had all these adopted kids, and then when him and Mia Farrow got married, the two of them adopted a child of their own to join the fucking group of kids that she already had. And the kid that they adopted was Dylan. And apparently before he got married to one of Mia's kids, he was touching on Dylan.
Yeah, I think...
Which I wasn't aware about, but apparently everybody was.
Well, yeah. Fucking... The one that's a journalist. I forgot his name, and I said it in the car.
Rowan.
Yeah, he talks about that.
Yeah.
Like, he corroborates the story, basically.
Because I think me not knowing that is not crazy. I feel like a lot of people only know about the Soon Yi part.
Well, that's because that's very public.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
They're publicly married to each other,
Right.
and it's also very... There's adoption papers for it.
I didn't know about the fact that he was basically touching one of the other kids.
Yeah, he's a fucking creep.
I didn't know it was that bad. I was always like, I thought it was like some like weird circumstance, and he was kind of getting away with the fact that he married his. I thought there was like some technical way of people justifying him marrying his stepdaughter.
Well, I mean, truthfully, it makes sense. It's just in the same way that everyone fucking misunderstands the book Lolita, they're misunderstanding the idea of like Woody Allen not being a terrible fucking person. Because Lolita is just about literally in that book, Humbert is the fucking guy's name. Uh-huh. Marries this girl, who is Lolita's mom, fucking murders her. And then, like, takes Lolita on a fucking road trip and violates her across the entire United States. And everyone's like, what a fucking love story.
Yeah, they
like,
romanticize it a lot.
It's a terrible book written by a guy who, in the beginning, they're like, this is a guy who's been to psychiatric wards, who's now in jail. He's your narrator. And people are like, great American love story. Like,
yeah,
it's like it's a 12-year-old.
Right.
Like, and then it's like, oh, Woody Allen, he's fucking marrying his fucking child. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, it's the same fucking thing, but he directed Manhattan.
But like I was saying in
fucking
the car,
auteur, man, you gotta give them real runway.
Like I was saying in the car though, with you though, obviously she's not just as much to blame, but don't you think she's a little wrong As far like it was,
Mia Farrow.
As far as what I told you, like
I just want to make sure we're clarifying. We're talking about Mia Farrow.
No.
And not
Dylan's wrong. Okay, she shouldn't have fucking been walking around with no shirt on, because then that maybe wouldn't have happened. All right.
Yeah, we're talking about Mia Farrow.
Flip that. Put it on Instagram.
And then we're going to call this the Woody podcast, and that's going to be our clip.
It says here he was friends with Epstein, so that
Of
explains
course
a
he
lot.
was.
Damn.
I'm gonna get more info on that.
Oh my God, this is a Phil Mann conspiracy podcast where we sometimes debate athletics.
I was just going to say that we sometimes talk about basketball.
But anyway, so what I think she's in the wrong, because there's one of the episodes.
Mia Farrow is not blameless.
One of the episodes, she's talking about how they were filming Manhattan or one of these movies, and she comes home and she finds naked pictures of one of her daughters in Woody's office, and then proceeds to go back to filming with him as the director. And she's like, "Oh, it was so tough for me to handle for the rest of the film." I'm like, "Really? You were struggling?"
Yeah, but people don't stop working with him. Selena Gomez and Timothy Chalamet just worked with him.
But that's the issue.
What I'm saying, Jessica.
No, I understand. That's what I'm saying. I'm adding to the issue. Yeah.
Well, no, but
It's her kids. I get it, but like, nobody cares.
she came home to see naked photos of her own daughter in this man's office.
Yeah, and me or you would freak out. She
Went back to work.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
That's
what
insane.
Eric is saying is that she's not blameless in this situation. That's the whole setup. Not that like
I don't think he's wrong. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying. Like, yeah, I get it. I know. Totally get it.
That shit blew my mind. I was like, how is this documentary all about Mia Farrow, and how is this not a hit piece on her as well? I mean, I get it. I understand, but also I don't.
she ended up marrying one of her fucking sons. So
that would have been a plot twist. At the very end, I'm waiting for one of the kids to be like, yeah, she tried to touch me too. Like, she looks a little nutty as well. But
I mean, you're definitely right. It's off that she didn't do anything. But I just don't
episode
find that
just kept
shocking
going.
anymore, because people still work with him to this day. And it's like, why?
yeah, a lot of very famous people signed like a petition to like allow Roman Polanski to come back.
Yeah,
into the
that's
fucking
exactly
country.
who I was thinking about.
And it's like,
why is he not allowed in the country?
because he raped a child.
Yeah.
Oh, Roman.
He, like,
I'm sorry.
fled
I'm sorry.
the fucking
No,
country.
I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Rowan.
Oh no, Roman Polanski.
My bad.
Another director who also still, when he makes films abroad, still gets nominated for awards and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because he still makes films. He's living kind of, I don't know which country
Yeah,
he's
but
living
when was
in.
the last time he was nominated?
Like
Somewhere in Europe.
2012 or something. Like not long ago.
I mean, I think we're over it though. Like, he's not gonna.
No, the petition was circulating recently. Like, I saw it trending on Twitter.
To bring him back?
Yeah.
Well, what's the argument?
If
Fucking
he
auteur,
comes
man,
back
you gotta
here,
give him runway.
If he comes back here, he's gonna get arrested. Well, I don't know now. Statute of limitations. I don't know if that's even a
He
thing.
admitted to a crime. Statute of limitations, I think, is you have to be able to prove some shit. But like,
I don't know.
you can't be
old
like
is the-
definitely guilty of a thing and then be like, but I've been gone for 2 decades. Like,
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so he was guilty before he fled.
Yeah,
he
like
fled back to where he's from.
he admitted to. He basically,
Yeah.
it's not even like contestable. He admitted to it. And,
Oh yeah,
like-
100%.
Like,
Because
hey,
he
I'm
never-
sorry that I did this.
no,
or-
because he never thought he'd see consequence.
Yeah.
Like he basically was just like, I don't give a fuck. And then turns out it's like, oh, I should have given a fuck if I wanted a career in America.
what movies has he done that I would know of?
Fuck.
Hold on.
Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
That's like the big one. There's also a slim chance
But
that
he was also
lost his
married
mind
to,
to Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
I thought Rosemary's Baby was. Wasn't Mia Farrow in Rosemary's Baby?
Was she?
Well, then she's linked to a lot of creepy people.
Yo,
Is that two
Mia
pedos?
Farrow flew to London in 2005 to defend Go back.
To defend director, I saw that.
Go back.
I saw that. I clicked after.
To defend convicted of sex with 13-year-old. This lady's fucking nuts.
Oh.
She's nuts. 2005, Mia left her assortment of children. LOL.
Yeah, can somebody do a hit
Got
piece
on a plane
her?
and flew to London. The reason? To appear in open court and defend Roman Polanski, by then notoriously the accused rapist in 1977 of a 13-year-old girl. This was, mind you, 13 years after she accused Woody Allen of attacking her daughter, Dylan. None of this included. Yeah, of course it's not included. I mean, obviously they want to get the story, so they're not going to shit on her because then she's obviously not going to give as much information.
And
but
you're not obligated to tell every story at every moment.
I wonder if they fuck her over in the last episode, because we're recording this the day of the finale. I wonder if you can get to the discussing part. Give me 2 seconds.
Did you read it?
No. Oh. I wonder.
But you said ew pretty audibly, so.
The dinner at Elaine's, go ahead.
Get into it, Jess.
Sorry. I thought, did you finish?
I was going to just say, I wonder if at the end of the finale for this, they do like a little thing where it's
they just show this headline we're looking at right now.
Basically, like they mention, hey, Mia was fucking
defending Roman.
Yeah.
Sorry, that it was a genuine, uncontrollable reaction from reading the sentence.
What happened?
She says she feels there's a big distinction for men between relationships and having sex. So she doesn't see him having sex with a 13-year-old as a disrespect to Sharon. She swears that on a stack of Bibles.
Fuck Sharon, the wife?
Sharon Stone, famous actress.
She was killed by Manson.
Yeah, that was his wife.
Well, she was pregnant. She was killed by Manson.
Oh, damn.
You gotta listen to...
I know. I gotta pay attention more.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
she's disgusting. That's gross.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny. So she was in Rosemary's Baby. That was her big thing.
Was she? Did we confirm that, or did we just?
Well, no.
Oh, it does say that right there.
Yeah. But it says that. Well, it just says he directed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's his the biggest film I think he's done.
That's gonna be the headline of this clip. Mia Farrow is just as bad as, even if it's not true.
Just a paragraph long episode title. Mia Farrow is just as bad as Woody Allen. If it's not quite as true, we still stand by the statement. That's episode 3.
I gotta say that she 100% has skeletons in her closet. She is tied to way too many weirdos.
Yeah. To play devil's advocate, maybe she
isn't it? Yeah.
Maybe she was one of the people.
Rosemary.
But maybe I'm playing the other side. Maybe she was. I don't know when she was in the game. When did she jump into acting? Maybe she was one of the
around the time of Rosemary's Baby,
1968. So.
No, I'm sorry. I meant her age. Like when that started.
She's Rosemary, who's a mother, so she had to be an adult for this film at minimum.
Well, I was just thinking maybe she.
When was she born?
Abused herself. Not that gives her an excuse. I'm just saying,
She was born in 1945.
So she was 23?
Oh, so,
23 by Rosemary's Baby.